and do a self search of myself, and I think, well, what am I doing? What are you know? Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, you're your own quality controller in a way. I
that's it.
suppose
Yeah,
most
that's
of
it.
us are a bit like that. We probably are quite self-critical. Do you have any again, it's related to the same idea of making changes or changing a direction. Do you actually have dreams or a dream or aspiration or ambition in your life? Because that could lead somebody to say, yeah, I want to sort of increase what I'm doing there to try and achieve that. Do you have anything you are aiming for?
I do have, and it's one. The one is on the spiritual side of things. So it's connected with religion, which we don't discuss on here. But the other one is I really like good things. I want to have good things in life. But what I don't let it do to me is make me become overly anxious or
Mm,
have anxiety. And I don't mean anxiety in the medical sense. I mean anxiety in the sense that you start to push yourself a bit too hard.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, so I like to I set a goal, right? And sometimes I'll take detours around, working around the goal that I've set. But I keep my eye ultimately on the end result of the goal, which is making it big. So I do have
Yeah.
that. Guilty as charged.
Guilty as charged. Yeah.
Yeah, so I do
But that's
have,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Okay. So let's move on to another totally unrelated question. Do you think that assisted suicide should be legalized in this country?
Wow. Oh, that's heavy, isn't it? Because that's life, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
That
It is
got you
life.
between the eyes, that one, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It did. Yeah, because life is precious. Life is really precious. So you know, it can't get political, but I'm gonna give my own opinion and my own view because we're all entitled to it. We're all entitled to our own opinion. We're all entitled to our own view. My own opinion is life is sacred and should be treated as such. You know, there should be no attempt to take a life. And I know there will be arguments on both sides for and against it, but it's an opinion. So that's my opinion. My opinion is
Mm.
straightforward. Life's sacred, treat it as such, and that's it for me.
So you don't think there's circumstances where which might justify, if that's the right word, helping a lifelong partner, for example, who's struggling with extreme pain day and night, because there are such illnesses, etc., that do produce that outcome. Do you not think there could be some circumstances where the love of a man or a woman for his or her partner, after say many years, seeing them suffer day in, day out, could they not come to a rational, reasoned decision to say, right, let's go to Switzerland, which is the country, I guess, where they do allow it, and end your life? Do you not think there are those circumstances?
Yes, yes, I do. I do respect that. Um, I would not be an advocate for it, but I would respect it. I would
Mm.
respect it, and I don't look at it in a legal term. I don't look at it like if it's legal, why not? That's not how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at life as being precious, as being sacred. That's it. Now, when it comes to a loved one, it's different, isn't it?
It is,
Because
yeah.
because you could say, you could advise anybody about anything in life, but when it comes to a loved one, it's different.
Mm,
You have to be more, because it's closer to home. So you give him more attention. You give him more than the usual attention, don't you? So if it's a loved one and they wanting to do that, um, what where I would draw the line is, where do you draw the line? Where do we draw the line as a society? Where do we draw the line? Right? Because there might be situations that I'm in and I feel like, well, I just want to die. But it's not life threatening. It's
mm,
not. I'm not in pain, medically speaking. I'm not in pain, physically speaking. But I'm in pain emotionally, and
mm,
I just want this pain to end. Now, if I brought that argument forward and say, well, you have a point there. Yours is, physical, medical. Mine, I feel the same way. It's relative. I feel the same way you feel about yours, but only in a different way. You feel pain, right? I feel pain as well. So where do we draw the line about people taking their lives rather than, so that's where I would say I would still stick to
mm,
respect, the respect for life. I would still stick with that and say, well, this is my opinion. I respect life, and I don't think life should be taken, even though it's a loved one. Uh, you know, I would go with principle. My principle. I
yeah,
would
and I
stick.
mean, yeah, I think what it also shows for everybody really is that, God forbid, but until people get into that situation, nobody really knows. If you're not walking a mile in somebody else's shoes, you don't
Mm,
really know what they go through. So
no.
it's obviously very easy to sort of say, well, this is what I would do, or etc. etc. But maybe it wouldn't be in the event. I mean, you mentioned suicide. If somebody themselves wanted to take their own life, and of course that happens at quite alarming rates
Mm.
in this country and in every country. It's a majority of men who do it, and I believe the number is between 14 and 18 people die